Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pass hauled in downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a 1st down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Shoves him away. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Prescott to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Complete. It's Johnson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Allen now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A final shot before half for Allen. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Touchdown, Vikings! Rondale Moore, 42 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing is Allen on third. Out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
5 wide.
Allen going to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he stopped immediately there.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
He's got a man, complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing, Cook. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And oh, it's blocked. And the Rams have got it. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. To about the 33-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Alert! That's it!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On play action, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cook.
He gets this one to Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cook. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle to Evans.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5 now. Cook dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. He had the good earlier, throwing his first career touchdown pass. Now the bad, his first career interception.
So you had to have some balance at some point, right? Didn't that what we all seek in our lives? But here's the thing. He had the success, you mentioned it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Let's do our thing. Let's go. Right. Hey, we heavy on the edge.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cook.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the air, Allen steps away to his... Allen hit, he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 40, the 20, 10, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. That's a whole...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
and this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On play action, Allen. Going up top.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Off the play fake. Cook.
He gets this to Thornton.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cook escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for LA, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles.